Braden, my friend.
Yes, Noah Gannon. We are
It
here.
has been a minute.
Fuck, has it ever? Well, has it? When did we release that last episode? Hold on, I'm gonna fact check you on
I
how long a minute
it
has
could be
been.
like real time, probably not a lot of time, but for
Fact.
this episode, it feels like it's been days
13
and
days ago.
weeks and
So
months.
actually 14. So it's been 2 weeks. It has been
A
2 weeks.
fortnight, some
It
would
has,
say.
some would say, Taylor Swift song, which, mind you, uh, I was excited for that song because I heard a snippet on TikTok that ended up not being the real version of that song. Um, and I got excited because the not real version of that song that I heard on TikTok, in my opinion, was better than the real version that was released on TikTok. So I got upset, maybe not upset, but like I got excited because I heard a cool snippet on TikTok, only to find out that it was just not the real thing at all. Uh,
So, how many people do you think are gonna get mad that we were like a fortnight and you were like, "Cool, Taylor Swift song," and not like we're playing Fortnite, guys?
that I
Where are we
don't
dropping?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know if our audience. I think actually what it will be is our audience will be more pissed that like we're starting the episode with some nonsense instead of starting with guts content. Is what it will
I mean,
be.
have they met us before?
True. Right.
They've had 22 episodes to adjust to nonsense to start an episode.
I think the majority of our viewers will be like, all right, how far do I need to skip ahead to get to the guts content? And actually,
Although,
most
you know
people
what?
probably won't have heard that. So.
You know what? There's a huge thing though that we have to talk about that you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Was it last week?
I did.
Or
No, it
this
happened
weekend?
literally
I don't
this
know how
weekend.
recently.
Time is a fun concept. It happened Saturday, which would have been when you guys are hearing this. It will have been what is Thursday minus Saturday? How many days is that? 5 days?
5.
Yeah, quick math. Yeah, so about a little less than a week ago. Yeah, I did get to do something kind of fun. I got to I got to play with the Red Wings alumni that came and played a little charity match hosted by the United Way. Shout out the United Way. A lot of great people over there. Oh, dude, that was a whole lot of fun. Do I have to tell you? I got to drink beers with Mickey Redman. I mean,
That's like like a secret you didn't know you had a bucket list item until you do
true.
it, and then you're like, "Oh, turns out that was super high on my bucket list of life
Fact.
things."
Yes, yeah. No, it was really cool. Little fun fact about Mickey. I hope this doesn't get me in trouble by any higher ups at over at the Red Wings. But Mickey, under his hockey gear, are you familiar with, those red Carhartt onesies with like the butt flap in the back that you unhook?
Yeah, the old school. Yeah, the old school
He wears
ones.
that under his gear, like that is
Oh,
his
that's
base layer.
oh, that's
And it looks like
fantastic.
it was like an original one of them. He
Oh,
had
I'm sure
this.
that's from his playing days.
That was the first line that Carhartt came out with. He still has that original pair.
I mean, if we could ever get a Carhartt sponsorship,
Oh my god, it was
Like,
the coolest thing
because
I've ever seen.
that Carhartt does not wear out, man. That
No.
just
No, it was
keeps
the
on
coolest
going.
thing I've ever seen. He took his like street clothes off, and not that I was watching him. This makes it sound like I was watching Mickey Redmond strip. I wasn't, but obviously got undressed, and he pulled on this like the Carhartt onesie. I don't think it had the butt flap in the back. But like it was, you know what I mean. It was a red jumpsuit that looked like one of those. The coolest thing I've ever seen. It was ripped down the front because like it had been worn and like the buttons were broken off and like his chest was kind of poking out. Like he was Superman taking off the dude. It was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. Way
I was
too
gonna say-
hot for me. Extremely way too hot for me. But yeah, dude, Mickey Redmond. That was a blast.
I was gonna say my dad's played with Mickey. I think a couple times up in the Old Timers Kiwana
Yep.
tournament. And my dad was like, "No, Mickey, like he'll get in your face if you're in the wrong spot. Like he'll let
he
you
lets
have it on the ice. Like you gotta, you better know your stuff.
He
if
lets
you're
you
playing
know.
with Mickey. Like he's got expectations still, no matter what his
Oh,
age is.
he lets you
We
know.
better be playing good hockey, boys.
And yeah, that's another fun thing is it was a charity game obviously, so like you're there to have fun. The Wings still wanted to play, wanted to win. Like Abdelkader, DeKaiser, Ryan Kessler, Luke Witkowski, like all those boys were like, yeah, we're here to have fun, but like we're gonna fucking win. So
We're gonna, yeah. There's still that like we were professional athletes, and although the UP All Stars team was good, like
there was a lot of decent players.
there were
on
some
that.
local legends
Mhm.
playing
Mhm.
there, but it's like guys, we played in the NHL. Like, can we make sure
Yeah,
that we win the
we
game?
have a hockey Hall of Famer and multiple Stanley Cup champions. Let's
Yeah, we should probably win the game.
and we
at
did. We
least.
won 8-4. Yeah, it was 8-4 because it was 4-3 going into halftime. How it worked is there was 2 halves, 30-minute running clock, and George Bowman, the goalie, like the original goalie that works with the team, is like the main contact for them. He was like, okay, I usually play about 10 minutes, and then you guys figure it out after that. And that was the plan. And then, lo and behold, he played the full 30 because he was like, I never usually feel this good, and I usually get shelled pretty quick, so like I just take myself out because I'm an old guy and whatever. And he was like, they kept hitting me, and I felt really fucking good, so I stayed in the net. I'm like, yeah, dude, damn straight, do your thing. So then we just split the second half, and I knew I was going to go in second regardless of whether it was 10 minutes into the first half or whenever. And the Ubers team kind of came out firing. I had to make some big saves from time to time. I checked off everything on my bucket list for this game. I played really well. I stopped Justin Floric on a breakaway. And
What was the move he went for? Because I had this information, but I was curious. Did he just did he rip one?
No,
Like, try and beat your short side? He go for a deke?
So he split the 2 defenders and had like, okay, it was an abbreviated breakaway. It was from like in between the top of the circle and the hash marks in. So like it wasn't a full blown like he had the blue line to like think about it. But still, he was in all alone. He's a lefty, so he faked the forehand and pulled it to the backhand, and then went between his legs and tried to go back to the blocker side. And he had me moving, but I read it well enough to where I pushed my blocker out to like meet the shot. Like it was my blocker was as far in front of my body as it was. Like I wasn't giving the puck any time to travel to the net. I met it, and I don't know. I don't know. I just read it really well, fortunately enough, and I made a big save. So, actually, the scariest shot I saw that whole game was the first shot, because it was just like it was a standard wrist shot from the top of the circle, but it went through like
You should make this save.
Yes, but it went through like my defender's legs, so I was kind of screened. And as soon as it went off the stick, I didn't think I got there in time, and it hit my blocker and went to the corner, and it looked routine. But as soon as it went off, I was like, fuck, I missed this. And it hit my blocker and went to the corner, so it went well. But another big highlight, I don't know if any of you saw because I made a post about it, but Mike Rule was officiating.
Yeah,
Let
dude,
me
little,
tell you.
little pack representation right there.
Boy, that made it all the much better. There was one sequence where I had made a save in the rebound, and I had to make another big save, and then the play went out. And Mike was the official that was in that zone at the time. And as we were breaking out, he skates by me and goes, "Big toe save there." Hey, and I went, yeah, damn right, Michael.
I was waiting for like a cover and Hooli to just call you on some garbage penalty.
No,
Hooli's like, yeah, we got 31 for roughing. Someone's gonna have to serve that.
no, he after the game, he was like, yeah, the whole time I had like my right hand was ready for goal, and it just I couldn't, it didn't leave the side. So, no, it was a blast. Mike was great. We'd yell, we'd bitch at each other as he's skating back and forth in front of the bench.
Yeah.
No, it was a
I was gonna
blast.
say the other thing. It had to be cool having your dad announce you, because I saw that Mike Galisic did the player announcements.
What I was worried about is he was gonna pull some bullshit like now in goal, my son Braden Galisic or whatever. No, he just said my name. Like I was like, okay, Dad, you don't need to embarrass me. No, he just said my name, but that was really special. A little fun fact. So he announced a whole lot of Market Junior hockey games, like when I was growing up. Like he would announce the Betty Beckman tournaments, and like whatever. He had never announced a game that I played in until this weekend. So even though he was around like the Lakeview microphone all of the time.
Yeah, it was never for you.
No, right. So this was the first game that he got to like announce and say my name, which was also something that was really, really special. Yeah, there were a lot of cool moments. I had a lot of family there. And I played well. Like I played extremely well. I had to make like 4 or 5 really good sequence saves. So yeah, I mean, really, it just the weekend went.
Yeah, dude,
really, really special.
That's so cool. When you first told me about that opportunity, I was like, dude, that's insane. Like even if you had like not played well, which of course you were gonna play well. Like we got an MVP over here.
Hello.
But even if it hadn't gone well, it's like it doesn't matter. Like the whole experience.
Oh, it was incredible. It was incredible.
So cool.
And to have the multiple different things, plus the like Guts tie-in. So now, if you're listening, fun fact: Mike and I were talking at the after party, which, not to flex or anything, but Justin Abdicator bought me a drink. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Not a
It's
big deal.
Really big deal.
But
Huge
afterwards, Mike Hool and I were talking. So if you're in the Market area and you're listening to this, Mike Hool and I want to start a men's league team with Guts players that still play hockey. So if you
Dude,
are
that'd be a blast.
if you are in the area, you have your goalie and whatever the fuck position Mike Hool plays. If you're interested,
He's a ref.
he's a ref. Yeah.
I genuinely don't remember him pre-ref days to
No.
know what position he played.
No, and like my parents asked me too, because my mom was talking to me about it afterwards. Like, what did Mike like play growing up? It's like, I don't know. I don't know what Mike did before reffing.
Officiated.
Yeah, he officiated. I don't fucking know.
He had a stick, but he was really there to drop the puck still.
He was always that guy in pond hockey that would drop the puck
Yeah,
and then
he was
go.
like, I got us, guys. Don't worry.
Hell yeah. So if you're in the Market area and you want to play men's league hockey and a Guts player, fucking reach out to me or Mike Hool, I guess. We're trying
There
to.
has to be enough of us.
Well, okay, so we did the math. Me, Mike, that's a goalie, and whatever the fuck Mike plays. Ethan and Carson Hayes, which I don't mean to put anyone under pressure here, but this was just Mike and I doing drunk math at the Ordoc at 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday. Me, Mike, the two Hayes boys, Ansel Frost counts, Stiff Griff, Luke Lottinen, Hogan Nemitz. Like, that's already 8 people. And I'm sure
you only need
Bo
like
Belka-
10
oh,
guys
Bo's not
for a
here.
beer league.
No, you need 6, dude. Like, don't even change. Just stay for Market Beer League. You need 6 minimum. Like, so we already
As
have a
long
team.
as my dad can just go coach on the bench.
Oh, true. Yeah, we do need
Because
that
he's like
veteran
he's kind of like
presence.
phasing out of the like, especially with younger guys like playing phase. Like he's in old timers hockey now,
Yeah.
but it's like, nah, you can just have the old guy make sure he's yelling at you to keep short shifts.
Oh yeah,
going.
a Dan Gannon presence on the bench would be much.
Dude,
would be
with
much
the my childhood hockey of like you always wore like the old leather gloves that were really loud when they clapped.
Yes.
Just that and a whiteboard. You're coached up.
All he needs. Oh, Luke McCarthy. Luke, if you're
I was
listening to
gonna
this,
say, I know
you
Luke
can
won't play
skate
goalie
out.
anymore,
No, but he can skate out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen him ref enough of Kevin McCarthy's beer league games to know that he can still skate for sure.
And I'm sure there's others that we're missing.
Again, yeah, I'm
but,
sure there is, but that was the drunk list that Mike Hool and I
Yeah.
came up with.
I was gonna make a really bad golf joke and say on par with your weekend, which is terrible and not true. But I had like my first ever big golf weekend outside of like a bachelor party where like max we'd ever played was like 36 holes, but played 90 last weekend as you were off playing hockey. Dude, I thought I was gonna feel worse than I did, and then Sunday morning hit, and we stayed up late Saturday, and I was like, I am so tired and in so much
90?
pain.
Do me the math. When did you start? And I need a day by day breakdown
So
of
we
what
played-
90 holes looks like.
We played 36 Friday.
Mm.
It was like 9:30, 3:40 tee times. So we finished in darkness. Like
Yep.
I could not see my drive on 18.
Yep.
We did
There were a
4-man
lot of
scramble.
gimmies.
We did 4-man scramble, 2-man scramble Friday.
Nice.
And then, which dude, our second round Friday, I felt bad. I was paired with our best golfer. Like, he solo shot a 76 with a double on 18 in our last round. Like,
Hell yeah.
he's like a 6 handicap, really good golfer.
Nice.
We were taking breakfast balls off the tee box, and we both put it in the water twice.
Oh
On one.
no.
There was water left, water right. Right. We were playing. Have you ever heard of the Bear and the Wolverine?
No.
It's like the Grand Traverse Lodge courses.
I have
super
heard of
nice.
Grand Traverse Lodge, yeah.
Yeah. So there's three courses. We played the older, cheaper one that's not as hard or
Sure.
long. We were playing Spruce Run. But there's water left, water right, and he was like, "Oh, we're doing breakfast balls. Cool. I'll hit driver," which he almost never takes out of the bag.
Yeah.
Hit driver, put it in the water. Took out his 4-iron and was like, "I'll just give us something down the fairway." And I was like, "Love it, dude. Like, this is great. Great old man golf." Peered it, put it in the water.
Oh no.
We had to drop on one. Number 2's a par 5, water left. We both put it in the water. We had to drop on 2, saved par. And then we had to drop on 4. Like, in a 2-man scramble,
Wow.
we dropped on 3 of our first 4
That's
holes.
dreadful.
And we're 4 over through 4.
Shit.
And then I think we ended with like a 78 because we actually played golf after that.
Christ. Okay, so
But then-
36 holes Friday.
Yep, Saturday, and also this was like an hour from where we were staying. So we got back to our Airbnb at like 10:15, 10:30. Saturday morning, first round's at 8.
Christ.
It is wet.
Oh
It is
no.
wet. Like wet conditions.
Yeah.
We were playing best ball. Second round was 2 or 2:30. They were sister courses, which was super nice. And that was like we got more link style. It opened up a lot more.
Nice.
Then we did a nice little 2-man scramble there. The
Nice.
birdie juice was starting to flow.
Hell yeah.
Got my first ever solo bird.
Top man. Hey, that's something to me.
I'm a little embarrassed by it because it was like a 185 par 3, dead set into the wind, and I hit driver that
Damn right.
parked it like 5 feet.
Damn right.
Because I was like, I don't have a 185 club normally. Like
So
for me, that'd be like a 5 wood that I can't hit.
So I have a fun way interjection here. Guts related. So I have golfed with Bert a handful of times. Shout out Trevor Petronial. I've
Oh
golfed
my
with
god,
Bert
that man's drives.
handful of times.
Holy cow.
So he sometimes on par threes, what he will do is he'll take his driver and tee it up about yay high, and he'll
It's
take
beautiful.
like
I know exactly what you're talking
he'll
about.
take like a half swing or like a 3/4 swing, and I shit you not, every single fucking time it's like pin high, 7 feet away. It's the
It's
the
beautiful.
best thing I've ever seen. If you ever get the chance to golf with Bert, you demand that he hits his driver on a par 3 because it's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see in your entire
I
life.
remember when we did it at Northern, it was like a 115 par 3. Like
Yeah,
I felt better.
that
There were
short
like some
one,
like,
yes,
like
yes.
these courses had like 220 par 3s, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's not a par 3,
No.
guys. Like that's a distance that you shouldn't have on a golf course. That's what a par 4 should be from like golds on an
Yeah,
easy hole.
right.
But it also like you couldn't do that because it was like a big ravine with like tall grass and then uphill. But yeah, the birdie juice was flowing that round, and then we played 18 Sunday morning, which was supposed to be a 10 o'clock tee time, and then it got moved up to 8,
Holy fuck.
which was great for getting home. Terrible for we went to bed at like 2.
Yeah, that's quite the turnaround. Okay, so let's see. 36 plus 36 is 72.
It was 90.
Yeah.
90 holes in 2.5 days.
Fuck, man. That's so much golf. Have you
Yeah,
recovered
and I
from that
definitely
yet?
we all just like went straight downhill. The last the back 9,
Oh.
with the exception of the one guy, was like the wheels were falling off the wagon.
That second round Saturday would be it for me. That's Jesus
I was gonna say, still though,
Christ.
I don't know any of my other solo scores, but I know the last 18 that we played, I think I shot like a 108, a 104.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And there was a couple like, let's take you topped a ball in the tee box. Why don't you take another swing? Like,
Yeah, sure.
there were a
As
few
there are,
gimmies of,
yeah.
like, it's a casual round.
Oh,
But I was
yeah.
like, for me, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't
not bad
like
at all.
a 130 something.
Damn
which is
right.
where I'd been at the
Damn right.
past,
Hell
so,
yeah.
Yeah, it was great. We both had blasts of weekends.
Good. Yes. Damn straight.
And Braden, I think you've got something coming up this weekend if you can make it out.
Yeah,
Saturday.
speaking of weekend,
To make it a real fun weekend.
I still haven't decided. I think right now, I actually don't know. I'll have an answer tomorrow, I think. But this weekend coming up, for those of you that don't know, is the Keweenaw Classic. Actually, let me just pull up the event itself.
What is
because I want to
formerly
give
known as
you
the Monte Carlo?
fact. So but
Its true name.
when did
That's
that
meant-
change? Because I think I've only known
don't
it
know.
as the Keweenaw Classic.
I probably right before you started playing in it. Like your first year, it might have been known as both. I also don't know why it used to be called the Monte. I don't know if it was just like whoever put it on, or if they actually just went to the Monte at the end of the tournament or something like that.
Could very well.
But
All right, let's see if I can.
it is
find,
like I know
yeah,
we've talked about
ramble
the
for a
podcast
second.
before, but like all time Guts Frisbee experience is making it to a Keweenaw Classic. Like I know we put in the like fields ranking the Waterworks Park super high, and it's pure just nostalgia of like great Keweenaw Classics gone by.
Fact, dude. No, trust me, the Waterworks Park. Okay, here we go. I found the post. The Keweenaw Classic, which is a 3-man hat tournament, by the way. So you just, for those of you that don't know, you show up on Saturday morning at play starts at 11 a.m. So a little later than your typical guts time, which is fine because it's a 1 day tournament. Most people most people out of town will drive there that morning of.
Yeah,
Uh,
you play a lot of guts in the 6 or 7 hours that you're
yes.
there.
Oh yeah, you do. You really do. So it's a 3-man hat tournament. So you don't know who you're playing with until you show up, and they get a list of names, and then they make the teams, and you play with I get whoever's there and whoever you're drawn with, and then it's essentially just think of a day of frisbee but condensed into, or a weekend of frisbee but condensed into 1 day, right? So like you've got your seeding play, and then you get into bracket, and then that boils down. But that happens all in 1 day, and it's a 3-man tournament, and it's genuinely one of the best frisbee events of the year.
Yeah, it is. Is it bad to say it's top 3?
No,
I,
fuck,
I
I
might
might.
just have like the fondest memories. It might sneak in at 3 for me.
I think it's just one of those where like nostalgia helps, but it's also fun to like, because I think when you go there, you get the game in its realist. Maybe not realist isn't the right word, but you get the game in a really nice form where it's competitive, but everyone is there for a good time and not like we're here to fucking win and nothing
It's
else.
almost like the perfect blend of Saturday and Sunday frisbee.
Oh, it's just
Of like,
phenomenal.
you get the like, because it's a single day event and you get a bracket play, like, hey, we're gonna be somewhat competitive with this. We're actually gonna, throw some real shots. Like, I remember when we 1 year I played with Carter, and it was like, cool. We got to winners finals, because we had a
Yeah.
bye, and then we won 1, 2 out of 3, and it was like, hey, you're in winners finals, because there was like 6 teams.
Yeah.
But we got to winners finals, and Carter was like, I'm gonna start throwing my thumber. Like, he just been throwing it back, and he's like, I'm really gonna start warming it up now. Like, you
Yeah.
gonna throw yours? And I was like, no, dude. Like, it's late September.
Hell yeah.
Like, the club's back in the bag for the season, but there's that moment of like, all right, we're gonna take a little bit more seriously, but it still got that like Saturday feel of like, yeah, we're all hanging out and having a good time.
It is, and at the end of the day, you've got, so there's it's at the Calumet Waterworks Park, which Noah, Luke, and I have a really fun story of trying to find this park. One of our first times
Oh,
getting
you
there.
get lost your first 3 years guaranteed. That turnoff is so hard.
It's
to
horrendous.
find.
Yeah, but once you know it, it's one of those things where like you just don't forget it.
It's ingrained forever.
Yes, but it's one of those. There's a cool pavilion. They cook you lunch there. It's really nice burgers, brats. They usually do corn on the grill, which holy fuck, dude! If
Yeah, dude,
the
that corn,
corn there,
is...
dude, and you like peel it because it's still in the shucking,
You gotta
the
shuck your
shucks.
corn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my god, dude, the food there is incredible. There's lunch break typical, but it's like off the grill. Ron Blau is there flipping you a burger. It's just, and you're like sat around playing like beer darts with the boys. All
It
the
is
Keenan
also
lads.
like
Oh my god,
the
dude.
most UP guts thing possible.
Fact, straight up.
Which I know, and we love when people who aren't from the UP are able to make it to that, whether they're from downstate or like Wisconsin. But the environment is so. This is an ideal day of guts frisbee for Upers.
Yes, yeah.
Of like, we're grilling out. They're making the Wapatuli.
Oh yeah, you show up, you play some
The
guts.
Gatorade cooler is prepped.
You play guts. You consume whatever substance it is you're consuming at the time. You have a great time with the guts community that's there, which is always a great time because it's just always a phenomenal group of people. Never once have I gone there and been like, wow, I wish so and so wasn't. No, never once,
Yeah.
because it's just phenomenal. It is one of my favorite days of the year. I always look forward to the Keweenaw Classic. It just has something for me. It's nostalgic, but also it's still just like a great time. Because
I think you just talked yourself into going.
I might
like,
have, yeah.
definitively
So
going.
it
Also, I
is.
think you're my dad's ride, so I think he wants.
Yeah, I
to
think he does too. But it is. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. It's one of the best tournaments of the year. I'm trying to remember who I played with. I know I played with Carter last year. I played with Carter. I can't remember who our third was. We might have had a fourth too for like part of the day.
I was gonna say, so sometimes with that, it's not a solely 3-person tournament. They will do like, if we have like a weird number.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I know
will get a
we've had,
fourth.
like,
Yeah.
we've had like 20 before, and so we had like 6 teams and 2 teams had 4.
Right.
Or
But-
some years, if it works out, like I think we had 24 1 year, and we just did 6 teams of 4 instead of 8 teams of 3.
Yeah.
Just because we had some older players and people who might not have been able to play all day, so it was like just made it easier. But
But regardless, it's a hat tournament, right? Like it's you show up, you play with people you don't normally play, you meet some new people maybe you may not interact with. You make more friends in the Guts community, and it's a great time. It's truly is one of my favorite events of the year. Also because it's just you drive in 2 hours west and you're
Dude,
there.
especially now, like fall colors are close to hitting there,
Yep.
like perfectly, because like we were for us up north, which I hate that I refer to that as up north now, but like we were in like Grand Traverse Bay, and like the first trees were starting to change colors. Like
Oh.
you'd get like 5 to 10 trees a course that were like starting to get those oranges and those yellows coming in, and I
Yep.
was like, oh, dude, that drive to Calumet's about to be so pretty this weekend.
Yeah, we've got some colors coming through already. So yeah, there will be something up that way
That
for
is one
sure.
thing I would hate moving away from Michigan, is like fall here is just the absolute primest time of the year.
Sorry, I've
Like
got.
late August through like or through like October is like my favorite 10 weeks of the year, like without a doubt.
Oh, fall is the best season of the year, without
Yeah.
hands down the best season of the year. Fall. There's one thing I'm ready to debate without notes. Fall is the best season, hands down. You
Oh yeah,
can
I don't need notes. I don't need prep
no
time.
no
I,
fall
I've got like talking points lined up from my life.
fact, dude. Fall best time of the year, best time of the year.
And the only downside of fall that we're currently fixing is that there's just not enough guts frisbee in the fall.
True. Well, yeah, we are fixing because there's something
We're
else
working
special
on it.
coming up.
And obviously, we're technically, what, Saturday's the 20th?
Saturday is the 20th. Yes.
So fall doesn't start till the 21st. So technically, we're ending summer with the guts event.
Damn straight.
Um, but we're starting fall with the guts event with the All Star Weekend, which we do want to shout out real quick. I need to pull up the information for
Yeah,
this one.
I'll pull it
If-
up too.
But it is the weekend of October 4th.
Yep.
Unfortunately, neither of us can attend,
I know, which sucks because
which
I am.
I'm so sad about. It sounds like such a fun event.
Oh yeah.
And Donnie's put a bunch of time working on it, so I'm really sad. Here we go. October 3rd and 4th.
4th and 5th.
Why does this one say 3rd and 4th?
Oh well, this one from a day ago from USA Guts has 4th and 5th. Saturday, October
I'm sure
4th.
that's
Sunday,
right. Whatever
October
the
5th.
Saturday is.
Well, let's go to the calendar.
I'm looking at the.
It is 4th and 5th. Sorry. Yep.
Okay, yeah. My graphic or the picture I had on this said October 3rd, 3 and 4, but it's whatever that weekend is. I
Yep.
think you're right, because I think Saturday's the 4th.
First weekend of October. Yep.
Yeah, so that's in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Registration is still open if you're listening to this the day it comes out, as
Yep.
I know most of you do, which love that. Huge shout out. Y'all are great.
Fact.
But if you hear it the day this comes out, you have until the end of day tomorrow, which is Friday.
Yep.
The 19th is when registration closes.
Yep.
And it's an open registration, so there's no cap on how many people can sign up. If you sign up, you'll get put on a team or you'll get drafted to a team. So everyone, if you can, sign up and attend.
Please.
Braden and I will be there in spirit. Either way, if you can attend or not, vote for the Gutsies.
Actually,
which
hold
is
on a
also
second.
USA Guts.
Pause. This graphic says registration ends 9/21.
Oh, did they extend it through?
They might have
the entire
extended
weekend?
it through the entire weekend. So
Instead of Friday.
guess what?
Well-
9/21. Still, regardless, register.
Yeah, sign up on Friday.
Still,
if you're gonna sign
whatever,
up,
yeah, still,
just to be
register, yeah.
safe. But you might have until the end of Sunday. So yeah, I think we did that of like. No, it's right. Okay, I remember reading a message now that I probably should have paid attention to. They're keeping it open through the Q&A Classic
Yep.
in case anyone is living under a rock and doesn't find out until the Q&A Classic that they should sign up for it, or they just really want more guts after that.
True.
Um,
I know.
But yeah,
Trust me,
either way-
I'm bummed that I can't be there. It's just tough.
yeah,
with,
even if you
yeah.
can't attend, vote for the Gutsies.
True, which I'm excited to fucking see what those look like.
Which, Braden, we are nominated
we are, aren't we?
for Guts Media Presence of the Year.
Yeah. So not to be
We are
those guys,
nominated
but-
separately, which is a little
We
weird.
are, aren't we?
I think a vote for either of us should be a vote for both of us, like we collectively as the podcast.
I would think so. Yeah.
But I do want everyone who attends and anyone who doesn't attend to petition for next year's event that they clear it with Braden and I's schedule, at least the Gutsies portion, so that we can host it.
Oh, and we would love to
Like
film content at
I
this.
I want to host it like the ESPYS,
We would
and
love
like
to do
we're
that.
just ripping jokes. Like we've got like little like comedy sketches
Yes. Oh, I'd be a big fan of
between
that.
acts. Like let us get on some like $20 cheap tuxedos and
Christ.
just host the crap out of the Gutsies
Well, no, it'd be like
next year.
it'd be Canadian tuxedos, except like jorts and a
Oh
jean
yeah,
jacket.
cutoffs.
That's what it would be. Yeah, jorts and a cut off jean jacket would be what it would.
I did think I had a we were talking I think at a board meeting and I made like a joke that it'd be really funny if part of the like the weekend event is everyone had an hour to go to like a Goodwill or something and throw together like on a $20 budget the most ridiculous clothing attire for the Gutsies.
Hell
Like
yeah.
nothing pre-brought. It's like a
Yeah.
scavenger hunt.
Part of
Almost
the
of like, all right, here
requirement.
we go. Like day off, let's go.
Hell yeah, I'd love that a
Um,
lot. But there's some fun stuff, right? So like you show up. Let me just fire through the list of events quick. You check in at noon on Saturday. Teams are drafted, round robin. Skills challenges. You've got both guts accuracy and distance accuracy. Noah, are you privy to what either of those? You're a little more involved in the USA Guts board combos.
Nope,
than
I
I
have
am.
no idea.
Okay,
all
great.
of the events are brand new to me. I'm coming in as blind as everyone else. I'm assuming accuracy is like here's a target or
Hit
like
that,
here's
right,
a narrow
exactly.
space.
Right.
You know,
I would imagine. And then distance is just do that, but further away, which is
Far.
pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then there's more round robin games at 3. 4 o'clock skills challenge funny frisbees. What do you suppose funny frisbees is, Noah?
I'm assuming they're frisbees of different weights, shapes, and sizes.
You think that'd be cool?
And then, am I wrong? Isn't there something called like silly guts?
Oh, we're getting there.
Or
Trust me, we're getting there.
Yeah.
So 4:30, there's a skills challenge called speed. That's it. It's just speed. That could be with your legs. That could be with the frisbee. I'd imagine it's just you're
Throw
clocking
fast.
your shot. Yeah, I'd imagine that's what that is.
At the same time, dude, do you know how much fun it would be to get? And here's a recommendation. Again, have not been involved in the planning at all of this. Just have a little bit more information. But if we did like a gut skills combine before the draft one year,
Crush.
and it's shuttle time going forward and backward off the end of like, hey, what's your first 15 feet as an end? Like, what's that speed clocking in at?
Luke McCarthy wins that every day of the week. 5
Well, he's already
o'clock-
gone.
He's
Like,
already
Luke's
there.
left.
Yeah, correct.
His time is 0.
There go and start. Oh, you're already.
Oh yeah, Luke left
Shit.
that line.
All right, damn. 5 o'clock, you're eating free pizza, which nails free pizza straight up. There's nothing better. You know what's better than
Absolute
hot pizza?
nails.
Free pizza. And then 6 o'clock. This is what I'm excited about. Nutty guts is what it
That's what it is.
is.
Nutty
What it's
guts.
called. Nutty. You know the nutty bars. Those really fun wafer chocolate
Yeah.
nutty
Oh,
guts.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think nutty guts is, Noah?
I in my brain, it's just like you're chugging Irish coffees and playing guts. Like we're getting a little nutty. Like my dad, like cruising coffee across from third base.
Yep.
Is like my dad has been going there forever.
Yep.
And he I don't know if it's every time, but like 95% of the time, we'll just get a large nutty Irishman.
Hell yeah.
Is his like order,
Damn right, Dan.
which is
Gannon.
now like a $9 coffee. Like,
Damn right, Dan.
it's more
Gannon.
expensive than Starbucks. But that, in my brain, I'm like, oh, it's that with Bailey's. That's nutty guts.
That's it.
And I'm like,
That's
that's very wrong. Like I'm sure it's fun variations on the game where there are like creative rules of like maybe there's a 69B portion. You know, maybe they bring back the spin the wheel like we did at Guts Camp.
Yeah,
But
that'd be fun.
I really like the cadence of the day that
True.
Johnny set up for this. Of like you've got some pool games and there's a break for like some fun stuff.
Yep.
And then like back to some more serious games of like there's that good like back and forth, so it's not like all serious, all fun. It's like kind of sprinkled in throughout the day.
And then after Nutty Guts, you finish with the Gutsies, which I think again this is gonna be a blast. I'm genuinely really upset that
I
cannot make
like
it.
because I'm missing it because I'm coaching a volleyball tournament during the day. I might have someone FaceTime me
True.
with
Yeah,
like
dude.
just like a beer on my couch during the Gutsies. So, or that'd actually be super cool. I don't know if they can do it. If they can have it like, can we get like a Zoom call going or
Please.
something
Please.
where we can just like have the stream and just have everyone at home who can attend, like
True.
at least at the Gutsies, especially if someone like, I know some people who are up for awards can't go. Like if we can accept it virtually.
Yeah, and if that's the case, you will get me actively working, accepting an award.
You're at a hockey game,
I
just like,
am. Yes, I
yeah, I'd like
will.
to think. Hang on, I got to finish typing this up. Okay, end of the first period summary.
Yeah, yeah,
Goals by so and
yeah,
so. 4 p.m.s. Okay, great. Yeah, it's a great honor.
yeah.
I'd
I
like to
will
thank my
actively be
parents,
working
the
a
team.
hockey game. You will catch me from either the Barrie Event Center or, actually no, they're on the road, so I'll actually be at home. But regardless, I will actively be working a hockey game, which
And
again.
then, correct me if I'm wrong. I think bracket we get into on Sunday.
So Sunday, 10 o'clock, you draft tournament begins. 1 o'clock, there's a skills challenge finals, which leads me to believe that there are elimination
Heats
rounds
or
and heats
pools.
in yes, yep, in this skills that happen Saturday. After that is the draft tournament finals at 2 o'clock. So the teams that you're drafted with on Saturday, it sounds like the tournament play itself begins Sunday, which again, like typical guts. And then the finals will be at about 2 o'clock, and then 3 o'clock will be the All Star game.
Okay, so we are ending the weekend with the All Star game.
Yes, yep. And then it's got 4 o'clock head home, which until that game goes 31-29, that 4 o'clock head home should be just
Yeah,
about right.
yeah. 4 o'clock guts time. Let's
Yeah,
let's not push it too far.
but
But
again,
yeah,
dude,
I that agenda sounds sweet. Like we said, if you can't attend it, uh, please try to. I know
yes,
Donnie worked really hard at putting it together. It
yep.
sounds fantastic. I know we're both, like you said, Braden, super bummed that we have other life work things that are stopping us that weekend from making it over to Lake Geneva.
It's just tough. It's funny. I graduated college thinking that my life was not going to revolve around a school schedule, and then I got hired, and sure as shit, my life still revolves around the school schedule.
Congratulations. Even though
So
you're doing sports information, you somehow still are on the academic schedule.
yeah, which fuck, man. Anyways, so yeah, super bummed we're gonna miss it, but for those of you that go, um, it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, and if you go
Send
to
us
USA Guts
content to talk
page,
about,
yeah,
and we will.
USA
Yeah.
Guts page, there's a bunch of information on it. There's
Yep.
the registration. There's the
Yep.
Gutsies voting
Yep.
link as well.
Yeah, and the whole
So all
flyer
that's housed
too.
there.
Yep, the whole flyer for the weekend is the second post as of well right now. I would imagine it'll still be the second post come 6 a.m. tomorrow morning when you're hearing
Yeah,
this.
and after
Um,
you've signed up for that, if you still are not satiated with more guts before we get back into the Dome tournament next March, now officially on the Bag Zone podcast, USA Guts has um, announced it, so I feel like we can actually talk about it.
we can.
We have been invited as a community to partake in the Layout Invitational, which is one of the largest private ultimate frisbee tournaments in the world. Um, so that's a tournament in Huntington Beach, California. It's Beach Ultimate, which sounds brutal.
Could you imagine?
Last year, I think they had it was either over 2,500 or over 3,000 participants. I think active players it was over 2,500 people,
Yeah.
which is like massive. They have like 60 fields on the beach. But we met the tournament director Grant Boyd. I should say Steve more so met him in Australia, and he was like, "Oh man, Guts is super cool, and like it's the 25th anniversary. We want to get more frisbee um, disciplines involved in this tournament." Um, so we've been working with them. They've been super cool about it. And just kind of a quick little recap here, and then I know that USA Guts will be putting out a more formal post about it. But there should be a link to the layout website to sign up.
Yep.
We're going to do it tournament sign up. So you'll just sign up as yourself this year. So if you're able to go, right now there's kind of two early bird windows. We just passed the first one, but the price will increase in like November if you sign up at that point. But basically, we're going to sign up as individuals, as the Guts player, and then similar to how we do the Dome tournament, more last year than this year. If you want to be on a team together completely, or say Braden and I want to play together, you can put a person's name down. You can let us know, like, hey, we've got 4-6 of hardwood. Say it's Connor, Lottie, Hogan, and Susie are going. If all four of them wanted to play together, they could do that too. Um, but keep your eyes and ears out for that. Start looking at flights.
That is
I know
exciting.
all of us Midwesterners really in the middle of winter just want to go to a sunny beach and think about Guts Frisbee. So
Which again, I mean, that's a terrific event, right? Like it's well, first one for Guts, which would be great, cool thing to be a part of. But also like anything involving any frisbee community is terrific.
Yeah,
As someone
and
who
this
played
is
Ultimate
like,
in college, like the Ultimate community fits
and
really well with
it's
the Guts
it's
community.
gonna be like the perfect mold too, because there's a couple divisions. Like they have like 5 or 6 divisions, not just the regular open co-ed masters type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's more like there's like a party division. Like it's entirely a party division for people who want to show up and party all weekend, but kind of play Ultimate.
Hell yeah.
Like they have more and more casual divisions where it's like, no, I bet there are some teams who vibe with that, like the burn mentality for Guts, pretty
Hell yeah.
much. Like there's a whole division for Ultimate for that. Um, and then the other thing is just for those of us who want to travel internationally or get more of that, like you were saying, larger frisbee community experience or exposure, and cost is really effective, like and pretty prohibitive for that. Like we know what Australia cost for us to go. Like that was really expensive. Like we did the math on this trip. The tournament fees are way cheaper. Flights shockingly not expensive. Like we were looking at like sub $300 flights round trip. Out of like Chicago and back, or like even like Marquette wasn't crazy expensive. So it if you're a person who's like I've really wanted to have a broader frisbee experience than just our regular tournaments, but international travel for passport or cost or whatever reason's been a little too expensive. Like here's a nice in between option um, to get more frisbee exposure without having to have that extra cost. So I'm pumped about it. I literally have been trying to learn shots to throw in the sand for it.
Some
Like,
standstill shots.
yeah, and that's the thing is like the last time we had guts in the sand was like the '90s. There was a tournament at I think they took the nets or the poles and nets down, but they had beach volleyball courts at the Palace of Auburn Hills in the parking lot, and they
Ooh.
had a guts tournament there.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
And
sick.
my dad played it, and he was like, "Yeah, you had like a step and a flop.
That
That
was
was your movement on the line, and like all these big run ups. Like I don't know what Tanner's gonna do. Like I can tell you, Tanner's going. What is he? He's gonna mark off his 15 steps for that two finger? Like no shot, dude.
Oh my god. Could you
So it
imagine?
also like
Oh my god.
it's almost like nutty guts of like we don't know how it's gonna go. Like none of us have ever played it before. I remember one time like with the hardwood guys, we tried to play at McCarty's Cove, and it was like impossible.
That's
We played for like 30 minutes, and it was like brutal. So
yeah.
it'll be fun. It'll be interesting to check out, see what shots work, what shots don't work.
No, that
But
sounds
yeah,
exciting. And it's
that is now.
California in the middle of the winter, so
Yeah, and it'll be warm, dude. It's SoCal. Like Huntington Beach is like top 3 beach in the country in my opinion. It's gonna be fantastic.
hell yeah.
But that's our new off season. I mean, if you think about Braden, just like take a step back for a second before we wrap up, like where Guts is at, and we've talked about it a lot this year in terms of players, in terms of new players, the skill level, the parity we're starting to see in terms of like the average player is so much better than they used to be. How about like the amount of opportunities to play Guts in new places? Like
Incredible.
with the All-Star weekend, the Dome tournament the last 2 years,
Yep.
what we hope Guts Camp ends up being in the future.
Yep.
Some more revivals of Global Guts Day, these international Guts experiences.
Yep.
Um, hopefully lay out as the annual thing going forward. And it's like there's just I feel like so many more opportunities than just like, yeah, you've got 4 tournaments in the summer. I hope you can make them.
Right. Oh, it's great. Well, and even like in a more localized context, even just like having the Barraga Gym as a regular during
Yeah,
the
now you've got
winters,
like you've got winter practices. I mean, look at Guts League too.
I
Like
know.
we would
Oh
have
yeah.
practices on Sunday, but that like
Which
yeah,
speaking
there it
of,
is.
this is a shirt from this year. Shout out. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
But
Marquette Summer League, baby.
the idea that it's like cool. Now we've got like summer league. I know downstate had a summer league too. Of like cool. Now let's put a little money on it, or let's put some stakes on it. Let's put some bragging rights. Like let's add a little bit of version where we want to try hard in Guts outside of a tournament setting and get practice that way. And it's like, man, it's just so cool where we're at. If we look 5 years ago, like right before COVID hit,
Oh
of
yeah.
like where we were at then compared to where we're at now, and just all these opportunities that we
Oh
have.
yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts, and it's really cool, right? Like it's like the sport is growing, which is exactly what we're wanting it to do, and it feels to me like it's rapidly taking off. Like if there's ever
Yeah.
a time to jump into guts, fucking it's right now, dude. Like if there's
Yeah, and
you know,
I feel like the other thing about it too is like if you're a guts player and you have an idea that could help grow guts, like just start talking to people about it.
oh
Like,
yeah,
I like being a part of the board. Like we're trying to do stuff, and like we've got these initiatives that we're pushing. Like All Star Weekend, connecting with layout. But it's like if you got a thing and you're like, hey, yeah, there's this prime Saturday, like or how like the Dome tournament came to be of like, hey, you've got Northern connections. I think I could get the Dome. That'd be really cool. And it's like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, just let's figure it out. Let's make it work.
Yeah.
Like let's just keep adding more guts because I don't think any of us yet have reached a point where we're like, this is too much. And I don't know if
No,
that point exists.
I
So
don't know if it does. I apologize if I keep looking around. I don't know if I told you or anyone in the guts community really. Avery and I just got kittens relatively
two
recently.
cats.
We do, yes, we have two of them. And right now they are being extremely crazy. Brew, hey, what do you have? And they're getting into things that they shouldn't be. And oh yeah, they just broke something. Avery will not be happy about that. So right now, they have their nighttime zoomies.
Breaking news here on the podcast.
Yeah, I have two like 10-month-old cats that have the zoomies and are running around and getting into things they probably shouldn't be. So I apologize. I'm kind of monitoring them at the moment. They're fine, but they just Avery's a big fan of. We have how some people will have Christmas villages,
Yep.
like little things. Avery is big into like we've got some Halloween village stuff. Which really cool. I didn't know they were a thing until I started dating her, because Halloween's like her favorite holiday. This
It's
is
fall, man.
right.
It's fall.
This is the head of a skeleton minifigure that Baru just took off one of the characters. Baru, yeah, I'm looking at you.
So,
anyways,
Braden,
these cats.
Can you grab that skeleton skull real quick?
Yep, I still have it.
I'm gonna wrap up on some real loop. I was about to say real loopy. I saw that hat and all I could think of was Luffy from One Piece. I was
Hell
like, that's
yeah.
almost a Luffy hat.
So yeah, I've got some cats right now that have the zoomies.
I think the cats are telling us, you know what? We're hitting the off season. We're chilling out a little bit. I think it's time to wrap it up. Like we said this weekend, if you're able to make it up for the QAnon Classic,
please do.
If you can sign up for All Star Weekend, please do.
Please do.
Start looking at third weekend in January for layout once you've already signed up and gone to those other events, or before after you've committed to it. Yeah, that one will be January 17th and 18th. Sign-ups open for that too. Start looking at that PTO for 2026 and start getting excited. Yeah, as we hit the off season, just a little bit of housekeeping for us. Episodes are going to be a little less frequent. Obviously, we'll cover how the All Star Weekend goes. Might touch on the QAnon Classic, but we're going to be paring it down. Fall's super busy for both of us.
Yep.
Still putting out some guts content, making some fun stuff. We'll get back to some more silly episodes like we did when we first started. Of like, we'll get back on the Australia series. We got a couple fun guests hopefully lined up. We'll wait till Braden and I actually have a weeknight or like a Saturday morning free.
Christ.
Because it's messy right now.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, man, it's been good to get back on the horse.
It has been, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Oh, it's nice. It's always fun coming here and chatting, just shooting the shit. It's funny how 49 minutes and 9 seconds fly by.
Yeah, we were like quick 30-minute episode, and then we had talked about our weekends for 15 minutes, and that disappeared.
Yes, in fact. Well, okay, so we get rid of talking about our weekend for 15 minutes. We're right around that 30-minute mark, so.
Yeah, but what kind of podcast would that be?
Fact.
That's not us.
Correct. No, not at all.
So I would say welcome back to the Bag Zone.
No, we didn't even. No, we didn't. We just went. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember how we introed this video. I don't know. I think you started.
It was so long ago.
But I'm gonna.
Could have been a fortnight ago.
That.
We talked about that. You talked about Taylor Swift real quick in this episode.
Dude, I don't know how we started it, but I know how I'm gonna end it. Unless you have something else to say.
No, I think I know how you're gonna end it. And I agree.
Hold on.
Yeah, get him in focus.
I don't know if he will, but anyways, go fucking get it.
Go get it. Go get it.
Hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good
Peace.
night. Later.